Welcome back my kings and queens to this video. Today I'm going to show you the first part that you need to do if you want to start modeling the interior of your car. And this is to add the black frame to the front and the back window. If you're interested in low poly car modeling, go ahead and check out my full step-by-step course. And I'm right now working on a full step-by-step interior modeling course, so check this one out once it's ready. And now let's start right into this video because we don't have time to waste. So go ahead and open up a Blender file with a car to which you want to add an interior. Then go ahead and select this glass part right here, press tab to go into the edit mode, and then from right here you can go into the top view by pressing numpad 7. And now the next thing that you have to do is to press K for the knife tool, and with the knife tool you're going to cut out the black frame. So normally I start at the bottom, so let's go ahead and click left click to right here to start the cut at this point, and then add in a new cut right here. And make sure that the distance between this cut and the bottom vertices is about the same as the distance between these two vertices right here. So let's go with a cut right here. Then one more cut right here, a cut right here, and then for the corner I like to add in two cuts. So let's go ahead and add in one vertex right here, the next one right here, so we have a little banding at this corner right here. And then we're just going to continue with the cuts and go ahead and create one more banding right here with two cuts like we did at the bottom. Then we can go ahead and add in the cuts like we did at the bottom right here, and we're going to add the last cut right here. And then from right here on, what you're going to do is to make a cut right here and then go all the way to the middle to a point around here. And once you have all of the cuts placed, you can go ahead and press enter to confirm this cut. And you did this weird thing right here because you need space for the rear view mirror once you're modeling the interior. Then once you have selected all of these vertices from the cut, go ahead and press shift and select all of these vertices in the center as well. And once you have selected all of these vertices right here, you can go ahead and press P and then click on selection to create a new object. And when you go out from the edit mode and click somewhere in the Blender scene, you can already see the black frame that you have created. And by the way, if you want to learn how to create 3D models like this, I've put together a complete step-by-step course on how to model a 3D low poly car in Blender. In the course, we go through the entire process, beginning from the car body, modeling the interior of the headlights and taillights, and modeling the rim, where I will show you all of the techniques that you need to know, and all of that from the first vertex to the complete finished render of the car. You'll get over 2 hours of detailed video lessons, high quality blueprints from the vehicle, and 2 extra sets of blueprints so you can practice once you have finished. And the best part is that once you have finished the course, you can create your very own 3D car models. Then you can go ahead and sell them on marketplaces like Sketchfab and Blender Market and start selling custom orders on Fiverr. This is by far the best way to start turning your 3D skills into a profitable business. So go ahead and click the first link in my description to start your journey to wealth today. Now before we move on, let's go ahead and add the same at the back window. So go ahead and click on the glass part, go into the edit mode, press numpad 7 to go into the top view, then go ahead and zoom in into the back window. And right here you cannot see where the window ends, and to make your life a little bit easier, go ahead and press Z to open up the shading menu and press on wireframe to go into the wireframe mode, and now you can see the complete outline from this window. So go ahead and press K for the knife tool again and start the cut around here. And of course you do not need to leave space for the rear view mirror at the back window, as you do not have a rear mirror at the back. So let's go ahead and cut this black part out like you wanted to have. And once you have placed all of the cuts, go ahead and press enter. Then again select all of the inner vertices as well with shift. And once you have selected all of them, go ahead and press P and click on selection to create a new object. Then again press Z and go back into the solid mode so you can see everything in normal again. Then go ahead and click on the back window and on the front window to select both of these objects. And with your mouse in the Blender scene, go ahead and press Ctrl J to join these objects together and press H to hide them for now. Then press on one of the black outlines right here and go into the edit mode. And now you can see that you have the black outline in the same object as all of the other glass parts, and this is not what we want. So make sure that you're in the vertex selection mode, which you can select at the top right here. Then hover with your mouse over one vertex and press L to select all of the linked vertices. Then head back to the back window right here and repeat the step right here. So hover with your mouse over one vertex and press L to select all of the linked vertices. And go ahead and press P and head over to selection once again to create a new object. So we have a separate object for these black glass parts. Now let's go ahead and add some thickness to this part right here. Normally we would go ahead and just select all of the vertices and press E to add some thickness. But I would not recommend doing it with E because I don't like the way how this got extruded. Instead what I would do is to head over to the modifiers tab at the right side, click on add modifier, head over to generate and add in a solidify modifier. And this is really close to extruding it with E, but with the solidify modifier, all of the vertices got extruded by the normals, which makes this look way better. One more thing you have to take care about when you add in a solidify modifier is to add in some more thickness right here. Right now the value is at 0.01. Go ahead and click once at this arrow to make this to 0.02. And right now you cannot select the vertices that were created by the solidify modifier. And because of this you cannot get rid of the unnecessary vertices at the frame right here. So we need to apply the solidify modifier. But before we go ahead and apply the solidify modifier, let's go back into the top view by pressing numpad 7 and press K to open up the knife tool once again. And click on this vertex right here when the knife tool snaps to this vertex to start the cut at this vertex right here. And go ahead and add in a cut to a point around here and press enter to confirm the cut. And by adding this edge right here, once you apply the solidify modifier, we will also have an edge in the inside. So then leave the edit mode, head over to the right side, click on this arrow key right here and hit apply to apply the solidify modifier. If you right now would go into the edit mode, you can see that you have added the inner vertices as well. But because of the solidify modifier and the mirror modifier, we now have an issue in this model, and you can see this issue if you zoom in into one of the middle vertices at the bottom right here. You can already see right here that you have a face right here which is not selected. And if you would go ahead and select this vertex right here and open up this move menu right here, you can move this vertex back to the middle line, which means that this vertex was above the middle line, although we have a mirror modifier with clipping enabled, which means that you had overlapping faces right here. Now of course you could go on and select all of the vertices by hand and just move them a little bit to the left side until they're sticking to the middle line. But as we do not have time for this, let's go ahead and head over to the top view, go into the rifle mode by pressing Z, then hold the shift key and your left mouse button to select all of these vertices right here, and then just go ahead and move them all to the right side so they again stick to the middle line. And if you right now take a look and select all of the vertices and zoom in, you can see that we have no longer this issue applying. And now to save some vertices, let's go ahead and click on this vertex, then hold your control key and click on this vertex right here, then this vertex right here and this vertex right here to select all of these frame vertices right here. Press X and delete the vertices. And the last thing that we have to do at the front right here is to zoom in to this area right here, select this edge right here, press X and delete the edge, and the face also got deleted as well. And now we do not have any unnecessary vertices right here. So now we have to do the same at the back, and as this is the same object, we already have applied the solidify modifier right here. So what we need to do is to go to the top view, go into the wireframe mode, select all of these vertices right here and move them a little bit to the right side to fix the issue with the face clipping. And then from the inside right here, you can select all of the outline vertices right here and go ahead and press X and delete the vertices so that you do not have any unnecessary vertices. Then let's go ahead and press Alt H to bring back all of the hidden objects and select this glass object right here. And we also have to add an solidify modifier to this glass object right here, because if we would open up this overlays menu right here and check the box face orientation, you can see that from the outside every face is facing the right direction. But if we would go into the inside of the car, you can see that everything is red, and everything that is red will not be rendered by the game engine as long as you do not activate double-sided. But I would not recommend enabling double-sided because you can get performance issues with that. But we definitely need to see some real faces from the inside as well. And for this we're going to add an solidify modifier. So go ahead and disable face orientation for now and go ahead and add an solidify modifier to this part right here. For the glass parts you can leave the thickness at 0.01 and just go ahead and apply the solidify modifier right now. Now again, because it's the solidify modifier and the mirror modifier at the same time, you have to go into the top view, into the wireframe mode, select all of these vertices right here and move them to the right side to fix the issue, and repeat the same at the back window right here. And now one more thing you have to take care about when you go into the inside of the windshield right here. And if you would now go into the face selection mode by pressing 3, you can see that you have faces inside of the windshield, and this would cause an issue once you make the windshield transparent. So in order to prevent you from that, go ahead and select all of the faces right here. So this one as well, and this was the last. So in my case it would be these 3 faces right here. Go ahead and press X and delete the faces, and if you would zoom in again, you can see that you have no longer any faces right here. Now of course you have to do the same at the back right here. And from it here we already finished. If you now would go ahead and enable the face orientation, you can see that you can see the front and the back window from the outside. And if you would go into the inside of the car, you would also see the windshield from the inside and the back window from the inside as well. So my kings and queens, this is it. This is how I add the black frame to the windows. Now you can go ahead and start practicing it. In my description you can find my link to my Discord community, and in my Discord community you have a chat called Blueprints where I and my community will post high quality blueprints, and for you I have posted a new set of blueprints from the Audi RS7, so you can go ahead and start practicing with these blueprints right here. So go ahead and join the Discord community so you can download the blueprints completely for free, and if you want to see even more tutorials like this, you can go ahead and check out my full step-by-step course on how to model a low poly car in Blender with the first link in my description. And now my kings and queens, I wish you all of the best, and we will see us in the next video.